It's me, Tyler. Mwah. So I hope everyone really enjoyed their 4th of July, of course. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all were able to see the big fireworks and things of that nature. But oh my gosh, what happened in Washington, D.C.? So freaking crazy. Smoke the day after, I just cannot imagine that. Of course, if I do live like in this somewhat semi-big city, I could expect that to happen. Hopefully everyone's okay. Hopefully y'all are okay who do live in Washington D.C. and had to deal with that madness, or in other places that had to deal with smoke madness afterwards. Okay, you know, wishing everyone great health. AK Gesundheit. I probably said it wrong, but you know, German. I want to say German word learned from Scooby Doo, meaning good health. Pretty much. Wishing good health, but yeah. And just my own words, but what it kind of means. But anyways, so in today's video, y'all, I'm gonna be talking about pretty much short form content, and honestly, like, why I'm not doing short form content and why I would never do short form content unless it's just to like play around and as like a little hobby, honestly. Because for me, you know, I really do want to become like a full-time content creator as a YouTuber, of course. Oh, before I get more further into this, or an activity, of course, I was gonna say, be sure to subscribe if you do like my channel, if you do like my personality and what I have to give, this loving flair and air type of energy, trying to make everyone's day more lovelier, of course, because what day we're gonna have today? A lovely one. Yeah, of course, we're gonna hit those milestones of being able to go live, you know, so you can see more into my life, of course, daily streaming. But, you know, at the end of the day, I'm not a streamer. I'd rather be a YouTuber. And of course, we're gonna hit the 1,000 subscriber milestone at some point in time. So that will lead me into more ways to becoming a full-time content creator, to bring all these day in the life videos every single day, and just to bring like talking head point videos every single day at that too, about whatever that we would like to just talk about, discuss, even stuff involving interests like fashion videos, gaming videos, that I'm gonna do anyways, but more elevated to the next level, which I would love to do. But yeah, I think I just segued into full-time content creator talk, but as a full-time content creator, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't have too much value to content creators who are talking about it now, who are full-time. It's just like your old way of talking about like how teenagers get like a part-time job for like pocket change just to spend on whatever, and it's not even like a good semi-amount of pocket change, maybe like $50 here, $100 here, especially when you do get monetized, you know. And also because, not just because of that, but my lasting and more meaningful point is brain rot. Brain rot. And a lot of millennials, a part of my generation, and I'm a zillennial cusper type of young adult person. And for me, like, you know, yeah, that does mean a lot that we do not have a lot of brain rot in this world, and we do not have any furthermore short attention span type of problems in this world. And honestly, to really, for us, for right now, that I've seen to solve it is to do more long form content, and also have other people try to dabble in creating long form content, and or have people watch long form content so they'll have a more higher attention span and things of that nature. Hopefully good thing for sure that not too many people walk out from the movie theaters, because when I make a choice to watch a movie, I watch every movie I've had all the way through. If it's gonna be a disturbing movie and I kind of feel like I know it, like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch it because everyone else is watching it, of course. I'm gonna just hear about it later from like one of my favorite reviewers. If you guys didn't know, my favorite horror movie review is Possessed Horror. Love her so very much, you know. And I think with her, she has like a medical degree. I think that's how I found her. Like, I found her like years ago, and I really like just fell in love with her channel, her vlogging channel, then of course going to horror channel, of course. But yeah, I like how the way she talks, very like professional, with professional air and flair energy, and she just has a fun energy, and I feel like she really tells genuine truths about all the horror movies that she watches. And even though some of the stuff is in her personal opinion of how she likes and not likes things, and for me, I can get down with that, you know? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like a friend you can get down with, of course. But yeah, but if anyone out there does want to be a content creator one day and does want to do it as part-time or as something full-time, possibly speaking, you know, short form isn't really the way to go, because also I've seen in this video recently that I do want to spread the word about how short form content, social media apps like TikTok, they only give you money / income for the videos you make during that month if it's like, you know, really hitting traffic and views, like bam bam, wow, why was he like do, you know what I'm saying? But first time me doing that on camera, anyways. But besides that, y'all, yeah, it's like it's not gonna keep making you and garnering you like income next month after next month after next month, even with it being an old video. Like, you'll still get views, but it's not gonna cash you out on a paycheck, from what I've learned and heard in a different YouTube video. While with YouTube, it does give you pretty much what you call like pretty much like a residual paycheck. Like, it'll still pay you months down the line, especially when it starts hitting big numbers. Like, they'll repay you that paycheck once again. You know what I'm saying? For that old video you did like 3 months ago, a year ago, and you're now monetized, and that's honestly really great. And as long as your videos meets monetization, I don't know, I have a problem with my grammar pronunciation right now, but once it meets that goal, pretty much a lot of like your older content can, you know, be monetized. I also believe of that, like, not like part of like the way older videos. I think like after you're monetized, you make of course newer videos that are on your monetization. But I'll look into that, of course. I'll put a caption up here right now if you're able to like monetize videos that you uploaded before you became monetized. But yeah, and again, brain rot. It seems like you have to do the most trendiest thing and things of that nature. And of course, like, yeah, usually young people rule the apps here and there sometimes, but even older people can too, and middle-aged people, and everyone of all age groups, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, because it's like me saying, like, I'm talking about, like, I'm so old and things of that nature. Prior to, like, a 10-year-old, I am very old. But, like, prior to a 20-year-old, probably not that old. But of course, facial-wise, you know, it could depend, because it's like, I'm 32, but like for me, I feel like middle age, like me, like looking like someone's dad would be like, honestly, like coming close to my 40s. But I could look at it right now. Like, I don't know. The reason I don't say it, because I feel like I have nice, supple skin or whatever. Like, I don't know. My personal opinion about myself. But anyways, but me saying like, oh, all the kids, all the teens and stuff like that roll the app, and we have to do all their trendy things here and there, the generation after the millennials and stuff, and after that, the alpha. But really, everyone can cater to their own type of people, to their own type of peeps. And maybe like, hey, you don't know, you may be catering to a certain generation after you that actually likes your looks, that actually likes your style, that actually likes your personality. You know, just do your own thing, and different people are gonna like you. Maybe different people of all age groups likes you, you know what I'm saying? And that's why for me, I rather stick to long form, because honestly, long form on YouTube, it's just like, you can be who you are, do whatever you are, do stuff very organically, gain a community very organically. And yeah, and you don't have to like be doing all this trendsetter things, being like trying to get the person's like attention span in the beginning of the video. Really, sometimes long form content can be like that, like almost like a hook, but really, you really don't really need that, honestly. It's like people are gonna watch a long form video regardless sometimes, because I just like be watching long form videos and let it play all the way through while I'm drawing / doodling, while I'm cooking. You know, I don't care what it is, I'm gonna just let it play through. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that too, it's kind of funny. I feel like they haven't solved this from TikTok over to YouTube with shorts in general for TikTok and YouTube. With TikTok, yes, sometimes people comment on your videos who are your followers, and sometimes they do sometimes translate over. I noticed that with a channel Staya, aka Sty, someone that I do follow and love, of course, things of that nature. Like, yeah, they're really cool beans of sorts. And, with her, I posted, talking about her in other videos early on, like a few weeks to a month ago now, here on my channel, here on my lovely channel, of course, and with Sty, she was pretty much able to, bring people from over TikTok onto YouTube to subscribe to her, and of course maybe from Twitter as well, and of course gain organic YouTube followers, or maybe some of the TikTok of her followers already had YouTube accounts and they subscribed to Sty. You know what I'm saying? So that's like my only channel that I know that's pretty recent of this year that actually had like either organic growth from only YouTube subscribers, or they translated their TikTok followers into YouTube subscribers. And that's just my assumption, you know what I'm saying? Because they're big on TikTok, but they're also big considerably on YouTube. And that's the thing with like shorts and stuff like that. With TikTok, most of the time that doesn't happen to an average person. I'm an average person. I can say that for the most part. I am an average person, even if you think my personality is exciting here and there. I never had big followership. I never had that. I do want that in a sense to build a community, but it's like people would just have to like me, like what I may have to give to the table, or the type of energy I have to put myself on the internet every single day to get someone's opinion about me, of course. But it hasn't happened. If you want to comment about me, comment about me, hopefully something lovely, of course. I want people to talk about me. But sometimes people's followers on TikTok doesn't translate over to YouTube, or most of the time it doesn't. And I'll show you like a video clip of a time with a girl who was big on TikTok, but her followers didn't come to this YouTube event that also featured TikTok creators. She had friendship bracelets that she wanted to give out to her followers, but really no one showed up for her. And I felt so bad for her. Hopefully she's having a lovely future up to here now, of course. And if she of course translated her stuff from over to YouTube, in a sense, her content, and getting more YouTube subscribers who really did care more for her, of course. But yes, again, kudos to her to doing what's best for her, of course. But yeah, and with YouTube Shorts, it's like the same thing. It's like honestly, the only thing about Shorts right now on YouTube is it'll give you 1,000 of subscribers. Like, yes, I've seen it done with me before where I garner over 1,000 views on Shorts on my last account, or under like my last different account name. I would want to say for this channel, I call myself Lovely Tyler, but I rather be called Tyler66F9, my OG name from 06 that I started out YouTube with and made 100 videos with. And I'm going to do that again with this channel, of course, with me making more sense and having more of a meaning of like what I find of value to put out there to the ether of the internet through my videos, of course, rather than saying mumbo jumbo, whatever stuff, and making MV videos. Yeah, and for me, I really do believe like, sometimes Shorts followers / subscribers don't really translate over into long form watching content where they'll leave comments. But like, though, like, I feel like people should put more of their time and energy into long form content. If you do want to put your time into short form content because you believe it's fun, cool, and you believe you can garner the views, especially when you're monetized as a full-time creator, to be able to make it into a thing where it can keep your revenue up, keep going for months and months from now. It just seems like it just comes back to the old thing for me where it's like, the name of the game, the king, is always like long form content, and making that content and being very genuine within that content, and people being able to see like you have that passion within your content and be able to really hang out with you a little bit more longer rather than watching short form content. What short form content is like these bite-sized pieces, and I know people right now are using them as for ads for their channel, and I still don't believe I would want to do that. I tried out the short form content here and there. Almost, it seems like a little bit of an addiction to me, honestly, in my personal way of doing it. And I'm like, I'm quitting this addiction right now with Shorts, of course. And honestly, I've been saying like, I've garnered very organic subscribers, like 18 subscribers, of course. And I love that. And I never felt like I was able to garner really any subscribers with my past YouTube names or accounts and whatever I was doing. To the next level and stuff like that. Like, I really do appreciate you guys who have subscribed to me, and probably don't care whatever I post, as long as it's like something that has like a topic based around it, and as long as I'm doing like either like a semi-long video to a long video, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing my best, of course, and I'm just doing whatever that comes to me. But, you know, as long as you know, like, I'm a day in the life type of person, I'm a vlogger, and also I'm just someone who just talks about pop culture maybe here and there. On post-editing Tyler, this part is interjected where I say pop culture at some point in time. So I may say it a number of times after this, but remember, when I say that, I just mean like things are mainstream for me and from what I've actually heard from people at my job say about things that I very much am interested in, like the digital circus, of course. Yeah, just things that may be related to gaming and, I don't know, like movies and just things that we may do for hobbies that other people do that are like streamlining in media, of course. Yeah, that's what I just mean when I mean pop culture stuff. Stuff that I would think like a good number of people know about, but more so maybe for like the creative people. Again, people who are into like art, cartoons, animation, cinema, fashion, YouTube type pop culture, mainstream things that even people may know about in real life, but they just like, you know, leave that for talks on the internet, of course, in like comments sections here and there, forum threads like Reddit or other places. And yeah, but besides that, enjoy the rest of the video. And just, you know, but honestly, just showing you guys like my life is like my main number one thing currently right now. I feel like that I can just do more easy. Hello everyone, once again, this will be my last pop-in, but yeah, day in the lives. But I would rather say this is pretty much my life and what I like, what I'm interested in, and honestly, you're just watching just for me, you know, and this is just me broadcasting what I get up into here and there, what I would just like to talk about. Like, I'm just a person that just does just any and everything, and I think that's just my complete niche, me and my life. So day in the life is why I say that, and probably like what it ultimately means, because I thought about it after I already filmed all these clips for this whole entire YouTube video I'm about to edit on my phone. But yeah, like, I'm just a life channel, of course, not lifestyle per se. You can probably put that there, but mainly just life, you know. And you guys may learn something from me about what you can do in your life here and there, or, you know, get into in your life here and there, of course. But yeah, that's besides the point. But, you know, stay lovely to boot. And yeah, but besides that, y'all, you know, I will say do what you want to do, of course, and things of that nature. I will want to say, if you did want to see YouTube or social media from a, I guess you can say from a tactical standpoint, like strategy standpoint, I would say like what everyone's saying, like, yeah, long form content's the way to go. But of course, I've always loved video formats, you know, where you upload video and you play from the video player and on the line of YouTube, and you're just watching a video that's 10 minutes long, 5 minutes long, all that before they even integrate the whole shorts interface, of course, on the land of YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Something I'm still getting used to because, again, this is like a video watching platform, and I'm still treat it traditionally as such and upload videos traditionally as such too. But besides that, I know my opinion may not make too much sense or, of course, really matter that much because, again, I'm an average Joe type of person. But that's besides the point. I want my voice to be heard, and this is the platform to do so, and, of course, for you guys as well too. But besides that, peace and love to everyone out there of the world. Y'all say love you as ever. Kisses for everyone, of course. And yeah, so stay lovely, okay? Also from Bun Bun here. Not really their name, but could be.